years, and it still looks like when she first brought it.
We're talking about chair here on Table Talk. We're thinking of maybe doing like a chair talk spinoff. We're not really quite sure yet.
It sounds amazing though.
Yes.
Yeah. It's quite possible. Welcome to Table Talk number 55. I am the Secretary of the House of the Mansion. I am Mo, Madam President, Lindsey Martini.
Thank you.
And then we have the Director of Custodial Relations for Space Force, the WWE Hall of Famer, Dvon. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. You know, Mo, I'm a little bit upset. Not at any of you, but I'm upset at these dirt sheet writers. I came out the closet. I tried to say I was gay, and I tried to come out the closet and tell the truth. They don't want to print that. They don't want to say that. I tried to say I was going to be on RuPaul's Drag Race. Mm-hmm. They didn't want to print that either. I'm upset. They could put bogus things about me falling in love with Stephanie McMahon, my health issues, like I'm dying. They can put all of that on, but they can't admit that I'm coming out the closet. I'm upset.
Well, maybe they already knew.
Well, this is true. You know what? I didn't know that. This is true. So if they see me, if they see me like this, then they know.
I need to screenshot that. I need to put that in the preview image right there. Yeah. Daniel says, since we have a certain somebody coming onto the show here in a moment with kids, he wants to point out that he just got done feeding his baby in time to be here. So
good job.
Hashtag dad life.
Yes.
If you want to interact with us, ask your questions, give us your reactions, please do so. Thank you for streaming us. With that said, this man, he started at the bottom. Now he's at the top. He's got kids. He's been in NXT. He's been in Nexus, recently on Impact, and very jealous of Dvon's pyro. He is the former Heath Slater, now known as Heath. Heath, welcome to the show, One Man Band.
Yay. Man, thank you for the introduction, my man.
All right. I think Mo left out one place that you've been also. That's Dudleyville. You've been to Dudleyville.
I have been to Dudleyville. I think I was one of the last guys to pass through Dudleyville.
I think you were.
Yeah. I think that's a fact. And I still do not understand that. It's like, hey, you're having a match, you and Rhino, against, I think it was like Apollo and Titus. And the next thing you know, you guys come out, and then it's like, yeah, let's just kick Heath's ass. And then I get thrown in the ring and get beat up.
Well, you know, that wasn't my fault. I didn't write that.
I know, but you pitched the guy that going to get Dudley. Go to Dudleyville, boom, big 3D, my ass.
Hold on, but if you go back and look at it, I think I whispered in your ear, Heath, I'm so sorry. Vince put me up to it.
That's what we all say whenever we make it.
Oh God.
So hey, thank you for taking me to Dudleyville, though. It was an honor, and I mean that.
Oh man!
My goodness, one of the greatest daggone tag team champions, and I get to go to Dudleyville. Hell yeah, I'll take it.
Hey, listen, I'm going to say this. I remember watching you I hadn't met you before I came back for the second run. Yeah. But I remember seeing you when I was in TNA, and I was like, damn, I bet you he looked like a hell of a guy to hang with, man. And sure enough, I was right, man. Right on the button. You and I hit it off great, man.
Dude, always,
great.
Man.
Yes, we did. We were always joking in the locker room and
always
just having fun, and that's what it's supposed to be.
That's a fact, and I feel like people lose that, and I don't understand that because, like, it's your job. Like every job you have, you want to have fun with. You want to wake up every morning and say, "Damn, I get to go to work." You know,
yep. Mm-hmm.
Instead of being like, "Damn, I gotta go to work, man." and of course, there's days like that we have, but we are really blessed, you know, of wrestling, of doing what we love, waking up every morning doing what we love. So it's one of those things to where, like, when I get opportunities to do, you know, go to Dudleyville for one of the greatest tag teams ever, hell, take me for a tour. Let me go, you know? It's just one of those things to where, like, you get hooked as a kid, and then you're a bigger fan when you get to an adult, and then when you're in there, in the moment, living it and being with the characters, it's like, oh, wow. This is what I've been waiting on.
I think I said this. I think I said this to you, and I said it, and I meant it. you were just born a little bit too late. You should have been in either ECW or the Attitude Era. Oh my
man.
God. I think either one of those, especially the Attitude Era, I think we would have had so much fun.
Oh man, we would have had a blast. I already know we would have. Like I remember you telling me that, and Bubba, both of y'all.
Yep.
You know.
Oh
So
my God. You've
it's
been
just,
great.
it's one of those things to where, like, you know, like it was guys like me, Curtis Axel, Fandango, Dean Ambrose. Like we would always be like, man, we're in the wrong era. You know, like the stuff that we want to do.
Yep.
We could have got away with it back then, but now,
Oh yeah. Now
it's
you
like,
can't.
oh,
Listen, everybody's walking around. All the fans are walking around doing this.
that's a fact.
That's it. And I mean, the minute something happens, it's like they sit there and they say they respect us, and they sit there and say, "Oh my God, we feel for you." But yet, the minute something goes down where we're having a situation in public, the first thing they do is break out their phone and they go like this.
It's a fact.
It is.
Fact.
It's a shame, man. It really is a shame.
You know, it's like, that, oh, look what I just saw, let everyone look at my site, but it's like ruining us, but then again, it don't even have to be a bad thing. It can just be us, shopping, and whatever, if people want to record that and stuff.
Right. I mean, if you're going shopping for some clothes or something and somebody pisses you off in the store, it's almost like, well, damn, why can't you just say what you feel without a camera being in your face or it being on YouTube?
Well, I guess that's the price we pay for the job that we have.
Yeah.
Because that's what the world is coming to now, man.
It really is.
It is. I mean, that is what the world is. Let's just say that. It's not what it's coming to. It's already there.
Yeah, it really is there. And that's the scary part about it. You can't even take a crap.
You really can't.
I'll never forget it. I was in the airport, and when I'm in the airport, and I like to take a shit, in one of these stalls, I like to be private about it. I'm hoping nobody recognizes me. I don't want them to go, "Oh man, Dvon taking a shit." it's like the movies Friday, like Smokey taking a shit. I ain't gonna tell nobody.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
Oh, yeah.
I'll never forget it. Like these two guys, when people, you're in a public place and they just stare at you. And first you think, okay, what the hell are you staring at me for? Sometimes you don't put two and two together and think they might recognize you.
Yeah.
And then, I hear the giggling. They're like, "Oh, that's Dvon from the Dudley Boys." And I'm like, okay, they recognize me. So I got to take a crap. So, okay, nice, Mo.
Hey, I love that. Keep them popping up. So Dvon taking a crap.
I know. I got to take a crap. So I go to the bathroom because I got like maybe 45 minutes before I freaking have to go on my plane.
And it takes a good 25 to get comfortable and get it out.
So I'm sitting up there and I'm going back. I'm feeling comfortable. All of a sudden, I see these feet coming underneath my stall, like kind of like standing there. Like they freaking, like they got their ear to the store waiting for me to fart or something. I'm like, what the hell is your problem?
No.
They were recording. They had their phone.
Oh, you have no idea. That one time I was in ECW, and it was me, Bubba, and Big Dick Dudley. God rest his soul. And I said, "Listen, guys, go ahead to the car. I got to take a piss. I'll be right back." I go in there. Now, there were fans from the show there, and they noticed me. So one guy followed me, and I kid you not, and I'm peeing. I'm at the urinal. I'm peeing. And the guy's talking to me. He goes, "Dvon." He goes, "Oh, man, that match was great. I loved it." And blah, blah, blah. He goes, "Can I shake your hand?" And I deliberately, I ain't gonna lie. I deliberately peed on my hand on purpose. And I went, "Yeah, sure. It's my piss. I don't care."
Yeah.
And I deliberately said, "Yeah, sure." And I shook his hand, and he went, "Oh man, I'm never gonna wash this hand again." I said, "I bet you won't."
After 2 days, buddy. After 2 days, you might be like, "What's that?"
Yeah. What the hell is that ammonia smell?
Yeah. Why does it smell sour?
He probably could have like wrenched at his hand a little bit, got some droplets off, sold it on eBay.
But and somebody said to me, "Dvon, that's cruel." I was like, "No, it's cruel to come up to me when I'm at a urinal asking me to shake my damn hand."
That's a fact, man. There's private time, man. Like I always believe urinal talk. I mean, come on. We're taking a piss or a shit, like you don't want to really interrupt someone doing that. Like I understand, like I would have probably pissed on at least my fingertips so I got on his hand a little bit, not my hand. But
I
I
peed
get
on my
you.
hand. I mean,
You,
look.
you go that extra mile. I get
Well,
that.
let me just say this: you and I both have kids, so
for sure.
you can't tell me your kids ain't pissed on you or shit on you once or twice. So
Hey, that's a fact.
there you go.
Yes.
And then when your wife gets you mad and angry, you go, baby, come here. I love you. I just want to hug you. Come here. And
Yeah.
you put her on the back of her head and everything. I mean, because if you ain't never done that, I know I did.
I don't know. I don't know if I
What?
went that way. I don't know.
You are
I-
disgusting. That is disgusting.
I might have on an accident, but I don't
No.
think I purposely done it.
Oh yeah, she pissed me off. I said, "Come here, baby. I love you. Come here." all on the
Yeah.
back of her neck.
That's why Dvon's had numerous marriages. Though.
This makes sense, and I'm wondering how
Oh
Yeah.
man.
this has come so far. I don't know.
Hey, I don't know. That's what
I
happens.
don't know.
Hey, come on.
That's what happens when you have kids.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, but it happens to you. It doesn't. My significant other isn't smearing it all over me. That's
You don't
disgusting.
know that though. It might
but
happen.
It maybe it's Ed. I don't know.
but
It's
wait
true.
a, but
I don't
wait a
know.
minute.
I
But wait a
don't know.
minute. I gotta say this: as a woman, Lindsay, you have a child.
Uh-huh.
You carried that child for 9
Uh-huh.
months or a little less, and you fed the baby through the umbilical cord. Thank
Okay.
you. I couldn't spit it out. The umbilical
I got
cord
you.
and all
I
that.
got you, baby.
So you can't tell me that baby wasn't pooping inside of you and you
Oh.
get rid of the waste.
No, that's fine. And I know there were times where I left the house and I was like, "What's that on my shirt?" Oh, it's just poop. It's fine.
Yeah.
But if somebody intentionally was like, "Hey, it's just gross."
There is a difference if you think about it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, I got a strange sense of humor. I can tell you
We're
that
all
much.
different. Devon's very different.
We all three here can agree to that.
Yes.
Yes. See, yes, we're on the same page here.
Listen, don't let Heath fool you. Trust me, he's done some things. I would never call it, but he's done some things.
Yeah, you gotta have some fun.
Exactly.
Dvon is an ordained minister now, so if you need to confess something, Heath, now is probably a good time.
Yes, I'm now Heath. You didn't know this, but I finally got I'm an ordained minister now. I'm a reverend. I'm truly a reverend now. I know.
It's about time.
Hey, but honestly, it is about time. It is.
I know. I mean, how long have everybody in the locker room? How come you're not a preacher for real? Because all I do is preach in the locker room.
It's
and
a
talk
fact.
like that. Yeah, I mean that's all I do. I quote Bible verses and all of that.
Devon's always been one of those guys too that you're very comfortable to talk to.
Yep.
So he makes you comfortable, and it's just like you just open. You're like an open book with him.
Oh man, I could write a book on so many things that people have told me over the years.
See, he remembers too, and he'll throw it back at you.
You have to make sure you use hidden names.
Yes,
the hidden names.
I would never say it. I would never talk about what you and I have talked about.
I've told so many people. I said, man, I could make $1 million if I wrote a book. But then again, I would lose so many friends.
So lonely.
It's
lonely.
I would rather have my buddies having my back than write a book and be a millionaire.
Yep.
So it's like,
Dvon, you can go ahead. I mean, don't tell a story about Heath Slater, but maybe a friend, Hank Slaughter. Just tell us something about your friend Hank.
Who's this guy, Hank Slaughter?
Yeah.
Well, I think Hank Slaughter, one day we were out about doing whatever we do, and Hank Slaughter basically, came to me and asked me for some advice. So I gave him some advice, and the advice turned out really well for him, it really did. And that's all I can say about that.
I love that, man. Hank is one hell of a guy because I talked to Hank, and he told me he took that advice, man, and he literally went 5 more years doing that, man.
That's great. Thanks, Slater. Exactly.
Well, make sure everybody's on the same page.
Just
there.
to clarify.
Yeah. We do have a question from Nathan on this one, Heath, hoping Slater can share a story about the infamous "I don't give a shit about your kids" segment.
Hey, well, that segment was like a put me on the map, but slapped me in my face too, like literally. So yeah, the whole "I don't give a shit about your kids" was supposed to be "I don't give a damn about your kids." And I guess, the crowd was into it, and the people were, hey, I got a shirt out of that segment because this is a fact. Everyone knows me that, like, if you give me bullet points and tell me this is the ending place, I can come up with the right words to where my fans can translate and be with me. But when you hand me a damn 4-page script, and I have to go out there, and then you're changing it every hour. And then, 20 minutes before I go out there, I got everything that I think that I have to say in my mind. And then you give me a new script. and and then I'm just like, what the hell's going on? So I had this segment with Brock and Paul. And after, I don't know, 4 scripts, and then 20 minutes before I go out, a new few lines came in. I literally was like, man, I have to just go out there and do my shit because I don't know what's going on right now. So my music hit. Paul's cutting a promo. Paul says his. I say mine. Paul says his. I damn forgot what my next line was. I'm just like, oh, no. So I'm just like, well, you got to shoot off the hip now, baby. So I pulled my guns out, and I just was like, damn it, all these people here know I'm going to get my ass kicked. He knows he's going to whoop my ass. I know, but I have to do this, I got kids. I need this job. And then next thing I know, I guess Vince in the back was like, whoa, I got kids. I need this job. Hey, print that out. Print that out. We need that.
Oh no.
That was not even in my damn lines. I'm just like, I can't just sit here with my thumb up my butt being like,
Bro, Keith, you got to admit, we're like wrestlers are like politicians,
Oh,
it's like,
fact.
it's like we come up with it, we improvise. We have to, because again, like he said, you get a script 1 minute, and you think you got it down, and then right before you go out there, you get another one that changes everything, man.
Bro, and sometimes it's legit night and day. Like,
Yeah.
you have this to say, and then it's like, you're not this strong, tough guy no more. Now you're on this back down defense mode. I'm like, whoa, hold on. I feel strong now. And now you want me to just, oh, no, I can't. Yeah, I'm just like, come on. Like, why are you messing with my real emotions? But it's like literally, it's like that to where I kind of wish that they would have a camera backstage and grab all of the like real shit instead of the stuff that they want people to think that's real. Like, if they would do that, my goodness, they would probably make so much more money. I'm gonna pitch that with another company if I go with them. Get that real shit,
Yeah.
But man, I'm telling you, people love that stuff now, and it's true though, because I mean, hell, we're all human beings, But that, man, I'm going off topic.
That's good.
Do it.
Go ahead.
Anyway, the story behind the whole Brock Lesnar thing is that the only thing I ever wanted to do in that whole thing was give him one punch, and that was it. And then Paul was just like, well, if you hit Brock, you're going to have to really hit him. And I'm just like, man, whatever, man. If he just sells it, I'll lay it in. I'm not going to kill him. I know how to throw a damn punch. Like, I'll make it look good. Bam. Just because if he says at the time, I don't give a damn about your kids, boom. And then he just kills me. Great. Give me that punch. 2 little, oh, shit, damn, kid, really? Kill me. The fans would have loved it. But the whole, you say you don't give a damn or shit about my kids, and then me, oh, okay, turn around. Well, no. Let me turn around and try to get him. Nah, man, I don't give a damn about your kids. Oh, you don't? Like, come on. And, like, that's all I pitched for, like, that whole segment. But, like I said, I got a T-shirt out of it and made some money off of it. So, and that's because I forgot my damn line. It's how it happens,
I've always said that sometimes things that don't go as planned, you improvise or you do whatever, and that seems to be the one that works. And when everybody thinks that whatever's given to you, that's gonna work, no, it's the things that come out of nowhere when you forget shit. That's what really works.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's that common sense / gut feeling You know, that gut feeling. When you have that gut feeling like, hell no, man, this is what I want to say. You know, and you like be real. Like people get that, and they're just like, oh damn, I felt that. You know, like, and I just was real. Like, I mean, I had nothing else. I forgot the whole damn paragraph they gave me. I'm like, say something. Words, please work for me right now. Words work. You know.
That's great.
But yeah, I mean,
Well,
I can't stop, man. It's Paul Heyman and Brock. You can't freeze up.
no,
You
you
know,
can't.
it's just like, bro, I'm swinging. If I miss, I miss. I'm gonna just keep swinging. You know, like, damn, you can't stop. You just gotta keep going, man.
Hey, let me ask you a question. I saw something. I think it might have been on your Instagram. You were at the ECW arena, huh? Recently.
hey, that picture was taken years ago, though.
Oh, was it?
Hey, the funny thing about that picture was like, you know how WWE has the Access stuff.
Right.
All right, so they had that set at Access. And me and Rhino, this was when me and Rhino first became tag champs, whatever mania that was leading up after that. And they had the whole ECW set and everything. So it was like, whoa, man, let's get a picture here. But he just was like, you know, whatever. So I'm like, man, screw you, man. I'll take a picture with it, you know? So, yeah. So it's like, you know, I put that picture out just because it was like a Throwback Thursday or something.
Right.
And I was like, hey, man, look at this Throwback Thursday when Rhino was showing me around the set of ECW. And he's just sitting there looking at me like, man, you Mark, what are you doing? Hey, it's funny you said that because my buddies over at Total Debacle, they're like a clothing company. They got an ECW pin set. You know, of the pay-per-view Blood and Guts. Is it Blood and Guts? Yeah, Blood and Guts.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's like an enamel pin set of
Nice.
the arena and stuff. And I literally got this in 2 days ago, and I opened it up today, as you can see. And I got it for Rhino and Myers because, you know, Hawkins. Because, like, man, he is the biggest ECW fan in the world, man.
Yes, he is.
I mean, like, oh my goodness, like, don't get him on your show because he ain't gonna shut up.
You know, the thing about it is, he actually got me a pair of socks with the ECW logo on it and everything.
Yeah,
it's great.
Oh yeah, man. I remember we went to High Spots down here in Charlotte. It's like, you know, 20 minutes from my house, and they had like an ECW like. Some kind of like little kid's belt that he had to get. He found like unopened figures that he didn't have that he needed for his collection that he's grabbing. I mean, like pretty much like 90% of his pile was all ECW stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man, he's beyond a fan.
We had him on in the audio days months back, almost a year ago. But I think we're due to get him back, so he and I can just talk boys the whole time.
I probably missed it because I wasn't allowed to listen to the interviews.
Yeah, we didn't include her back then.
No, I was like,
we kept her private.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have to go and pretend like I know what they're talking about.
So I'm glad you're here now.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I'm not bitter. Not bitter at all.
I don't know if I'm proud of this. John wants to know, what was your favorite game night memory?
Oh man, game night honestly was a release for me. Game night was literally a throne. So Dustin Wallace and my buddy Pelagali back in the back was like, "Hey man, we're thinking about doing this little show, you know, and we want like a host and everything, and we were thinking that you would be a perfect guy for it." And I'm like, "Well, what's the show about?" It's like it's game night where all the wrestlers can just be themselves and play games, and because they had like some sponsorship with some game company or something. So next thing I'm like, shit, I ain't doing nothing. They got me going out there losing this guy and that guy every week. But yeah, I'll do it, man. Let's have some fun. So it got me more comfortable, on the mic, hosting, having a good time with the people and everything and all like pretty much they'd be like, who do you think would be good at this game? I'm like, let's get these four, and next thing you know, like it'll work out. And then next thing you knew, it started growing and growing. So we started doing things for like when WWE was sponsored movies like Jumanji or pretty much anything The Rock was in. We would do like, Jumanji game night or, Fast and Furious, this, and then we would ride go-karts and stuff like that. It was just, it was a very good release, fun time for me to just have a good time with my coworkers. And the funny thing about it is that the thing won like all these like internet awards, like gold internet award for this and silver internet award for that. And I'm just like, well, I don't even know what these awards mean, but they seem cool,
But we won them.
Yeah, So, but it was literally like game night. Like to me, like I had fun on every one of them. Like I got to go to the New York Giants stadium and play football with some of the guys. I went to the Brooklyn Nets, and played basketball with some of the guys. Like it was just fun times and memories. It's like, man, who got to shoot ball, with these guys that play pro ball that's like, 7'2", and I'm like looking at them like that. Like, dang, man, you're big as hell, but no, like game night was just a very good, fun time release for me, just because it was literally us getting out of the wrestling serious mode and being human beings and having a good time as, friends.
Okay.
Sorry, I hope that answered that question, but all of them was fun, man. Like we just let loose.
I think that works. I think that answer
sounds
works.
great.
Works for me.
There we go. Yeah.
Heath, let me ask you a question. Now that
Yeah,
you left WWE, where are you now? Impact.
Hey, man, I've got yes. I want to say yes because right before Bound for Glory, we had some very good negotiation deals, and signatures were signed. But as soon as I got in the match, man, that saying, shit hit the fan. Yeah, man, that shit splattered everywhere, man. It was like I slid in, I ducked Myers' clothesline, hit a neck breaker that I hit, for the last 15 years. And as soon as I bumped, it felt like someone just stabbed me right in the gut. And and I'm just sitting there like, yep. Oh, what is that? Like, I hope I don't have to poop, Like, I don't want to shit everywhere.
I love it. I love it. This show is all about poop, this show.
Unfortunately, this is correct.
Damn, please do not put that in the title. We don't need that in the title. We all talk about shit.
That's great.
So pretty much, yeah. Sorry, poop.
Sorry, no, it's fine.
Oh, I didn't know if I was offending you with the cussing.
It's shit. Don't worry about it.
She's the most vulgar of us all. It's fine.
Hey, that's cool. So anyway, back to the neck breaker. Bam! Felt like I got stabbed. I got up and I'm just like, okay, leg lariat next. Hit that, and I just fell to my face. To where I'm just like, what the hell? Legs, work. Like, work. What are you doing? So, like, I'm pulling myself up, and I hit a flying knee on the other Reno Scum brother, and he bumped, and I literally just grabbed the top rope. And what's funny to me is that, like, in every drastic thing that happened in life, if you have that picture moment, you're just like, yeah, that's it. That's when you said it. But Impact has this perfect picture of me holding the top ropes looking over. And I literally, in my head, I literally was like, I'm fucked. Like, I'm fucked. Like, that. Like, I have never felt this pain. I know something's wrong. Like, something is up. So I still kept going just like any of us would. Any wrestler, you don't stop. You go. You keep going. Whatever it is, you go. You keep going. So I'm keep going. And every move I make, it feels like a knife is just doing like, just in my gut. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, what is up? Like, and then after I got rid of Myers and everything, I just remember I stayed low just because I couldn't move. Like I would move and it would just be just the worst pain I've ever felt. And then I'm like talking to the ref, like I'm supposed to win this thing, like I'm supposed to go over, get the contract, happy moment. And I'm just like, dude, I can't go. Like tell Rhino and Sammy to come up with this daggone spot to where Rhino can win and keep the contract, I got to go to the hospital. Like, I'm done. You know, and then I got eliminated, and then I went to the hospital. The swelling was so big they couldn't get a clear read. It took a month for me to take off, and after that month happened, I got another good read on the MRI. So I have a sports hernia and a adductor muscle that's ripped off the bone, and yeah, like
Ow.
exactly.
Oh
So it took another month to find a legit doctor because I guess these hernias are difficult and not a lot of doctors do them. So I had to find a doctor that can do a sports hernia plus resuture and adductor muscle back to my bone. And I have a meeting with him on the 28th. I'm going stir crazy. I'm I'm ready to get out there and just like, you know, hang and bang and swing with it, you know, with like Impact working with AEW working with Impact. New Japan is like, you know, getting in the picture of it. Like, I feel like I am missing the hell out. I'm frustrated. I'm mad. I'm getting real with everyone right now because I'm just spitting right off the tongue. But it's just one of those things to where like, I got so much like aggression and fuel in the tank that I just want to let out. But I try to run, and it feels like, you know, when you're on a roller coaster and you hit that little drop and your stomach drops, like I twist the wrong way if I feel that on my left side. Like I try to run, like I even try to walk fast. My stomach feels like it's dropping. Like you know your body, and like if something doesn't feel right, you know that. So something ain't right in here, man. So thank God I got a consultation on the 28th. It's in Durham, North Carolina, 3 hours from my house. So it's like, I want to just be like, Doc, man, if you can do it in an hour, great. If you want to do it tomorrow, I'm here. Like, let me know when you want to do it. Like, I'm ready. Like, it's just, that's where I am at my life right now. What was the damn question?
What you're doing,
I don't
where you're
know,
at,
but
who you're working
where you're at right now. I think you answered that. But
you know, you're going to get that consultation. You're going to be
There we
back
are.
at it soon enough.
It's
going to be great.
Now, one of the things I do want to ask you is, you left WWE. Now, you mentioned AEW. You're doing work for AEW as well.
Yeah. It's one. It's one of those things. Yeah, it's one of those things. You know, I got friends there that are working there, owning the company. They behind like producing the company. So like I've literally had talks with them, and it's all been good talks. You know, but it's one of those things to where you think about my life. I was a small town boy in West Virginia that grew up with maybe a population of 700 people in my town. My whole life was you're either going to go to college and make something of yourself, or you're going to be in the coal mines. I tried to go to college. I tried to play college ball. Found out I wasn't as good as those guys, you know. I was good in high school and, you know, freshman year of college. But when I got to Division I, it was a damn whoa. Like, these boys are good. Like, I can't compete. So then, you know, I'm young. I'm 19. I'm partying. I flunk out, lose everything. Go back home, join a JUCO school. Didn't really work out. So I tell my mom, hey, I want to wrestle. She looks at me like I'm nuts, like any mom would back in the day. My grandfather loved wrestling. He was like behind me. Go do it. Boom, 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 boom. I was literally on the independents for 2 years, and I got signed to developmental. Okay? So all I know was WWE. I knew WWE for 15 years of my life. I was 23 years old when I got signed to WWE. So 26 on the main roster, you know? So it's just one of those things where that's all I knew. You know, I never got to go overseas. I never got to go to Japan. I never got to go to like Impact, ROH, AAA, you know, nothing. So now, me being 37 in the business for 15 years, people know who I am and everything. It's like, I want to go out and experience as much as I can. Right. But, yeah, and Impact was one of those things to where, like, my contract's up on this date. Slammiversary's this date. I've got a lot of friends there. Like, let's have some fun, man. You know, so we, boom, went to Slammiversary. Thank God it made a great impact, you know. No fun intended. But,
You intended that.
Even I
Anyway.
got that.
Anyway, so it made a great impact and all that stuff and all that. So then it was like, my wheels started turning, and then I slammed into a damn wall.
Let me ask you this: do you like being a free agent?
I do.
And do you feel like now it's more of a you can do whatever you want to do now, and the sky's the limit?
That's a fact. That's a
Yeah.
total fact. I would encourage this, and I hope if whoever's listening to this really listen.
I'm listening.
I got told from the old timers that I watched growing up that took me underneath their wings. Save your money. You never know when it's going to end. You never know what's going to happen. Like that mentality went through my head consistently. Like, hey man, you don't need this $1 million home, or you don't need this, you don't need that. You might want it, but you don't actually need it. So like my whole mentality was like, get a nice place, make sure you try to pay it off. With kids, you got to have a good school district. All these things come into factor, and thank God I found like the perfect spot for me at the perfect price, at the perfect everything. And for like 10 years, a decade of my life, man, I saved to where like now I'm like, dude, I could just chill, have a good time. Like I want to just start up like a Twitch channel, just to make a little money on the side and have some fun. But I don't even know how to go in on that. Like I need to figure that out. But just have fun now, because like I can, I want to go and do the independence because I never got to. I want to go to this place and that place and have a good time. Like if my home will be Impact, hell yeah, that'd be my home. Now they do shows, 4 to 5 tapings a month because COVID and everything, the rules, and it's crazy. So they every month in Nashville. Who doesn't love Nashville? I love Nashville. So it's like you're in Nashville for 5 days, taping for you're there for about 5 days, taping for about 4, and then you go back home. Like shit. That schedule's amazing.
You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. Oh, God.
If you get your guarantee, and then that's all you got to do a month, and then this other weekend you can do a signing. This other weekend you can pick up a match. Like whatever you want to do. And I'm just like, yay! Like I'm that little kid inside. Like, man, I get to do this. Like this is great. I don't know. I don't know. I'm different because like a lot of people are like, oh man, I got fired. This sucks. And you know what sucks? They fired them people in the damn pandemic. What the hell, man? Like no one else did that. No one else did that but them. And they fired a lot. To where it's like, man, I guess loyalty don't mean shit. So I don't know. So I'm just thankful that the years that I did spend there, I got popular. I had some good moments that people remember. I get to do what I want now. It's fun.
That's great.
I'm glad I came back and had the opportunity to be friends with you. Again, I can't tell you enough how cool it was to come in there and to find out that you're really that cool, down to earth guy. And it's man. To me, it's like it's hard to ever if anybody told me, oh, Heath Slater's a jerk or he's a dick or I didn't get along with him, I'm like, well, you're an asshole. I mean,
well, at least that was your problem.
Yeah, that was your problem because I don't know anybody else who was a jerk, dumbass that had a problem with Heath. That's the way I look at it.
Dude, that's the way I want to keep it too, because I don't want to burn no bridges.
Exactly.
Hey.
And I'm the same way with you. Yep.
Yeah,
I'm the same way as you. Well, now that you're having fun, which is very, very good, and I'm glad to hear that. And Heath, I know we got to let you go, but listen, keep up the great work, man, out there doing your thing. I'm following you on social media and the whole nine. But for those that are listening and watching the show right now, where can they find you on social media?
Damn, I hate it when people put me on a spot like that because I want to say my Instagram and Twitter is Heath And then the Roman numeral is like my tattoo, XXII for 22. That's for Twitter and Instagram. I want to say that's it. If not, look for the little blue check mark. Like that's the only way. That's the only way else I can say it.
I do have one question since we talked about the pandemic.
Yeah.
If you still keep in touch, maybe back in the day, you knew, was Michael Tarver a time traveler? Years ago, he was wearing the face mask long before everybody else.
Looky there.
Did he know?
That's very true. Hey, honestly, maybe we can get him on this show, and then you can ask him that question, because when he wore it before, I was like, "Why are you wearing a mask, man?" Like, I like it.
Weirdo.
Do your thing, baby. You know. Hey,
and the thing about it is, I can see he doing that. Hey, man, why you wearing that mask, man? Look at this dumb son bitch wearing that goddamn mask. That is so Heath. That is so Heath.
I said it to his face too. You know, like I don't talk behind the back. I'll just say it there. Yeah. But you know what's funny is that Tarver, my man, my goodness, like he had that promos to where he sucks you in like Jake the Snake Roberts, you know? He had those promos to where like he was like a promo guy for me whenever I was wrestling back in FCW. He was becoming like a little manager type for me because his promos were so good. Dusty Rhodes loved his promos, you know? So like when I see that mask, I just feel like he's an intimidating dude that I don't want to mess with, you know? And back then, you know, in Nexus, you know, at first, you know, like, hey, we're not wearing masks. Why are you wearing masks? Should we all wear masks? like we're kids, you know, but he had his system, he had his ways, he had what he wanted to do. So like, you know, I tip my hat to him for that, you know. Hey, but honestly, I got his number if y'all want to get him on here.
Absolutely, we might have to do that.
He probably has some good stories.
Yeah.
Let's say I got a Nexus shirt back here signed by all of us, man.
Nice.
Hold on, I was about to go. Heath, so what's his number? Say it on the air.
Hey, I'll text you after this.
All right, we'll do. Good stuff. Well, Heath, man, again, I know we gotta let you go because I know you got kids.
Damn right, man.
But you know, all the best to you and your family in the new year, and you know, I hope to see you soon, my brother.
Brother, I love you to death, and you know that, baby.
I love you too, man.
Y'all, thanks for having me.
Thanks so much for coming on.
Oh, man.
All right,
buddy.
Bye.
There we go.
What a nice guy. That is a nice guy.
He's a good, funny guy. I'm telling you, you can't help but be in stitches whenever you were in the room with him or in the car with him driving. I mean, he was a great guy. He really was.
And I feel bad. A lot of people asking questions. There was so much we want to talk to him about, including Nexus.
He's calling me now.
Oh, wow.
Apparently
he thinks the show's done when he's off.
No, man.
Hold on.
I was going to answer it.
Hey, Heath. Hey, baby, you know we still doing the show, right? He said, nope.
Yep, nope.
He doesn't care.
Let me call you back in a few.
All right, I'll call you back. Bye.
He can come back on if he wants.
He can. I mean, I was having a good time.
That's great. I love it. I was like, should I answer? I was like, no, this is great. This is great. I was waiting for him to say something crazy, like he always does.
I know, but a lot of people were asking ahead of time, and a couple of people during the show. I'm glad you brought it up, asking what he's doing now, where he's at. So hopefully he's able to recover here sooner than later and get back in action, because, you know, I'm sure getting let go during the pandemic puts a chip on your shoulder that you want to prove some people wrong.
Absolutely. And, you know, again, kudos to him because, like he said, during the pandemic, you know, you got to let go. But, you know, and that could be, you know, very hard on anybody. I mean, I don't even know what I would have done if that was the case. But at the same token, he came back. He did what he had to do. He's still providing for his family. And he made, you know, when one door closes, another one opens. And that's exactly what he did. So kudos to Heath for doing that and not just sitting down feeling sorry for himself, but going out there and grabbing the brass ring and making something of himself still in this business. And, you know, a lot of people don't realize it's very, very hard. I know when Bubba and I left the first time WWE, and we were told that they weren't going to renegotiate the contract anymore, my heart fell. I mean, just like the second time too, but my heart fell. And it was like, what am I going to do? Because I was with DCW, and now with WWE. Now I'm being told that we're not going to renew your contract anymore, and it's like wow. And you almost got to think, the giant machine has been steering your career for so long. Now, what are you going to do without that giant machine? It's like when the kids leave their parents for the first time, or they're forced to. It's like, what is that kid going to do? And that's the way I felt. It's like, what am I going to do? But there was so many opportunities from New Japan, All Japan, and then of course TNA. It was like God had everything lined up. So if I did leave WWE, He already had my future plan, and that was one of the things that I love about just my life in general. Whenever the one door closed, another one was always there to open. Regardless how my life was, regardless to if I didn't, wasn't a godly person or not, He never left me. He always kept me and always stood by my side. And I always said that too, even when it looked like it was going to be dire straight. Like, what was I going to do? I always said, God didn't bring me this far to leave me, and I so truly believe that.
Testify.
My sister.
Wow, well done. I should have been ready to go with this. Damn it.
Testify. Well, I had it for you. Testify.
Yeah. Should update that graphic one of these days. One of these days.
What? No, it's great. No, it's great.
Which is why I'm happy. Which I honestly feel that me being a reverend now, an ordained minister, it's not just a title for me. It's real, and I do want to go out and preach and start talking to people and things like that, and counseling if need be. Because again, I just feel that so many people need it, especially nowadays with all of this COVID going on, with the political BS that's going on. By the way, go Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Love it. And I know I got some fans on here that are pro-Trump supporters. Listen, I ain't trying to get into an argument with you, and I ain't trying to get upset. But I am happy that we have a president now, and Vice President Kamala Harris, and a president and Joe Biden, and I'm very happy. And we're gonna hopefully we can heal the world and get rid of this nonsense and just go forward and try to be at peace with one another. Because at the end of the day, we ain't going nowhere unless God decides to take us. We still have to live here together, and we still got to be united as one.
Testify.
Yes. And you forgot to put it up again. You even said it, and you forgot to put it up.
I just clicked the banner. I was going to let myself out.
Listen, he's doing the best he can.
Yeah.
Mo's got these new technology. This.
I'm just going to leave it up now. I'm just going to leave it up.
Where is it? This way.
Although, okay, because of that, because Dvon's calling me out. Dvon, Brian wants to know when you're coming out of retirement.
Soon.
Oh, Brian, I wish I can, but here we go. I want the sheet writers. I want the sheet writers to know this. I would love to come out of retirement now. My boys are in doing their thing in AEW. Very proud of it, and I think I really felt it when they went up against Billy Gunn's sons. I was like, man. I was like, if I could I can see it now. Billy Gunn's sons against my sons. And if you brought me and Billy into the mix, that's a story right there. And God knows that, I really wanted to come out of retirement over that. But because of my get ready dirt sheets, because of my health issues, I can no longer do that. So, it's unfortunate. And I know I've been saying for a while now that I wasn't coming out of retirement, but I also did say that the only time I would come out of retirement would be with my boys, and that would probably be the only time. Yeah. But I can't do it, and it's just one of those things. But it's all right.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you're going to do as much as you can. You got 2 feet in the ground. We've very well covered that over the last couple of shows. I say you go until you just can't go anymore. That's just me, though.
Yeah, well, I know I saw one of the things that said, go for the titles one more time. No, I'm not going to go for the titles one more time. And if I did, and if the doctors did clear me to come back, then it would be with my boys and my boys only. And that's how I would want to do it. I would want to leave on that note, because I would love to do a 6-man tag with those guys.
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. That's for sure.
Sure.
You could retire for One Night Legends Night or unretire, get that rating up, then re-retire.
See?
Well, the thing about it is, right now, with WWE being the way it is in terms of how they are with their health thing. Like you have to pass all sorts of tests now. Especially if you had pre-existing health issues, you have to pass the test and all of that. And I just don't think that I'll be able to pass that test to be able to put back in the ring.
Not with that negative attitude.
That's right.
Well,
Do you need me to recommend to you a good school so you can kind of get back into shape?
If you knew a good school, you need to let me know.
Okay. I heard there was one in New Jersey that shut down, so I wouldn't go to that one.
In New Jersey.
Yeah, I don't know. Was it up there somewhere? I don't know.
Oh my.
It was up on the coast. I don't know.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. If it's shut down, then why am I going?
No, I'm going to say there was one there. Now I don't know where to go. Maybe Texas has got a good one.
So I'm going to change the subject. Is that okay?
No.
Sure.
Okay. So listen, guys, there's two guys here. I was wondering if I had a guy I was dating and I thought he was cheating on me, how would I find that out?
Ask him.
Wow.
Do you guys have any suggestions?
Is there something you want to tell us? Something you want to talk about?
No. It's a friend of a friend.
Oh, hey, Mo. A friend.
No. A friend.
No, there's nothing like. No way, I can find that out.
I gotta give Lindsey credit. Lindsey is rocking the segues today.
I've been thinking about this for like at least 10 minutes.
All right, I gotta hear it, Mo. You gotta bring it up.
All right, so there's a woman named Andrea that's going viral on TikTok because she came up with a foolproof plan to find a cheater. And this is as simple as running a lint roller over the carpet.
Oh, sounds like too much work to me.
But you probably don't have to do that much. I mean, you probably just lint around. You're not really cleaning up the carpet. Lindsey.
Whose carpet? My carpet?
Well, any carpet.
The guy's carpet?
Maybe the guy's carpet.
Okay.
Because let's say, like this Andrea chick here, she points out that she's got black hair.
Okay.
And in the TikTok video, she does some lint rolling by the bed, and there are some red hairs.
Oh no.
Well, I'm gonna.
No, he didn't.
Well, here's what I'm gonna say. I don't believe that to be right, especially if you're a wrestler.
Thanks.
And I tell you why. I remember when Bubba and I used to wrestle Edge and Christian, and this and that, because Edge had that long hair, and at one point Christian had the long hair, and even when we wrestled Jericho had the long hair, and a lot of guys back in the 90s had long hair. So if I accidentally got a blonde hair on me or a black hair, and I knew that my wife didn't have that color hair, I can always say, "Hey, listen, that was Edge's hair. That wasn't mine."
Then how did you explain all of the glitter and lipstick that was on?
Well, I mean, Molly Holly was in a segment with me. We tried to keep Molly Holly away from Spike, and I had to grab her. We almost put her through a table. And when she was screaming, "No, Dvon, don't do that. Please, please, I don't want to go through a table," she kind of hugged me to show me unity. And I kind of look, okay. And look, you can watch it on TV. It was on Monday Night Raw.
I think I should look that up. I don't know.
Well, since this has gone viral, other people have then responded with their own ways around. One of which being, well, after a guy cheats, vacuum the floor.
I just don't see how that that can prove it.
It's a lot of work. And the other one would be only cheat with somebody else with the same hair color.
There you go. That's where my mind went. Well,
I don't know. I mean, I still got to say that doesn't prove that the person cheated.
No, but it's also much harder to explain why your bedroom has red hair when you're dating somebody with black hair.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the deal. You're an idiot if you take it back to your house.
What about even in the car? Have you ever gotten in the car and be like, "Whose blonde hair is this?" Oh wait, it's mine. I have blonde hair.
Yeah, see, even if you find it in the car. Now, if you found an unused condom, you find an unused condom in the car, and
Well, then nobody was trying to hide anything.
Well, no, he could have thought he threw it out the window and it fell back into the car.
But
it sounds like Dvon's got a story behind that.
I feel like this is hitting home. He's really
Well,
defensive about
here's
this.
here's one thing. I'll never forget this story. Tommy Dreamer told me this. He was in the car with him and Hack Myers. The late great Hack Myers used to be in ECW, the Shaw, and Hack Myers, had like the long beard. He had like that biker beard type of thing. Well, Dreamer, if you all know Dreamer, Dreamer had a habit of going to the bathroom and like he would drink the Gatorade cup or whatever.
Mhm.
And if he had to go to the bathroom, so we didn't pull over to waste time, he'd pee in the Gatorade cup. Well, this one time he's driving, and he had to go to the bathroom, so he peed in the Gatorade cup. And when he threw it out the window, he didn't realize that Hack Myers had the freaking window down. And you and I both know, you ever try to dump water out of a moving car on a highway, it freaking comes back. He threw it out the window, and when he threw it, it freaking came back and hit Myers, and freaking he turns around, and you hear Hack Myers go, "Oh shit, what the hell?" Dreamer. And then all of a sudden he looked back, he said he could see the piss all in Hack Myers' beard and down. When Dreamer tells a story, it's like a lot of times he can't tell the story because he's laughing so hard. He was like, Dvon, if you just would have saw, the piss was just coming out of his beard, just dripping. He's like, I felt so bad. I go, Dreamer, why would you try to throw it out of a moving car? He was like, well, I didn't think he was going to hit anybody, and I didn't know Hack had his window down. I was like, wow.
This show was mostly about pee and poo.
Yes, it was.
You know what?
He was that way.
He was right.
Yes.
It always ends up.
Yeah.
With pee or poo.
It all goes back to that every
Yes.
single time. Absolutely. I do want to bring this up just because I do think this is fun. I know we got to wrap this up here soon, but I had a story on my radio show this morning about a date in Vegas that went really, really wrong. And even talking about this, we do a little pre-meeting before we go live. Dvon was having so much fun trying to speculate as to what caused a reaction, not even knowing what the reaction is. He's just trying to speculate. What were some of the ideas you came up with?
She might have thrown up and went to go kiss him and kind of put the throw up in his mouth, kind of like that.
Why am I friends with you people? It's so disgusting.
Okay, what's your guess then, Hot Shot? What do
I
you
don't
think?
have one. I just want to know what it is.
Well, hold on. Tell the story.
Hopefully, it was not a bodily function.
Well, she went. I know. And I said, "What did he do?" Fart. I said, "What did he do?"
No.
Hold on. I said, "Did he go down on her?" And she accidentally farted in his face.
No.
It's worth it just for Lindsay's reaction, by the way.
Now, again, apparently they went out on a date, and she was very disappointed in this date. Correct?
Okay.
Yes, very much so. I don't know where they went, but apparently she picked him up and drove to the restaurant. All right, we're at whatever this restaurant
All of a
is.
sudden, that's a red flag. What?
Oh, is it a red flag? Oh,
yeah,
guys.
it is. Unless they decided that before, or she has a brand new car. And
I'm
she
assuming
shows off.
they decided this before.
Did she put food in her mouth, chew it up, and then went to go kiss him?
No,
and put it
just
back
keep
in his
telling.
mouth?
I need to know this. We only have like 3 minutes. Just tell us.
So they had a decent meal, I guess. I
Okay.
don't know much about the meal itself, but it's the end of the meal where things started to ramp up.
Did
Where
he not want to pay?
she thought he was going to pay,
Okay.
and all he had on him was $5.
Oh.
So she had to pay for dinner. Again, I don't know where
My
they went.
hunch was correct. She had to drive.
But this is
He didn't have any gas in
We
his
all know
car.
nothing's cheap in Vegas.
No.
So
What's $5 gonna do? It's like having a quarter.
So what would you do, Lindsay? You know, you got a guy that you think's paying for the date. He's not doing so. What would you do?
I think
I
Lindsay,
probably wouldn't have that money. Well, if I what? Okay. I'd probably pay for it and just never call him again and be nice because I wouldn't want to hurt his feelings. And I'd be like,
Well, hold on. He just hurt your feelings by making you pay for his and your.
well, if he thought I was going to pay, maybe there was a miscommunication and maybe I
No,
let him
there's no
on and he thought I was
no.
going to pay.
No,
I
there's
don't
no
know.
mystery. Some guys do that, Lindsay.
I know.
Some
right,
guys
well,
But
do
it's
keep
that.
in
fine.
mind-
I don't like confrontation, so I'm probably not the person to ask.
Well, keep in mind she drove, right?
Right. See, I was corrected. My hunch, though.
Well, you're right in the hunch.
Mhm.
So she drove off without him. That makes sense, right? Makes him
No,
walk.
see, I'd be like, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'll pay. Here you go. And then go to the bathroom and just get my car and drive. Oh my, she's brilliant.
And I don't know how far he was from this restaurant. Those details like that.
Well, it had to be far because
So he
if this
couldn't afford
made-
an Uber.
Yeah, but say if this made news, this had to be far.
Well, yes and no. She didn't stop there.
Mm.
And this is where I really find interest in the story. She decides she's going to go back to his place without him.
But she picked him up.
No, she didn't pick him up. No, she
No?
kept going.
No, she knows where he lives. She picked him up.
She
from
picked
home.
him up exactly.
Yeah.
And the first thing she did was to try to light his front door on fire.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. She was mad.
So you're saying you think that might be a little bit of an overreaction?
For me, as somebody who does not like confrontation,
Okay.
I would have just left him.
So as he's arriving home, so again, I don't know the timeline, but as he's watching his front door catch on fire, she decides, furthermore, she's going to take a hammer. Where she got a hammer, I don't know. But she's going to take a hammer, maybe it was outside on the porch, smash open his front windows. And then, and Lindsay, this is where you may be like, oh, girl, you done wrong.
Okay.
She takes her purse, lights that on fire
Oh,
to
How would I-
throw it in the broken window.
okay. See, this was just the first time they've met and went to
Mhm.
one dinner. No, girl. No, honey.
And
Honey.
then she put poop in it and threw it in the window.
Well, okay, ruin your purse, honey.
There you go. There you go.
It,
Well,
it
here-
wasn't. No.
Lindsay, it might not have been a nice purse. It might have been something she didn't care about. She took all the contents out, left it in the car, and then set it on fire, whatever she did, and threw it in the house.
I like Daniel. I have a stash just in case.
Now, of course, the cops are called. They are
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah.
no explanation as to why, other than it was a bad date. I've had bad dates. I think we've all probably had bad dates. I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
thought about arson.
No.
I've had a bad marriage.
Have you
Did
thought
you-
about arson?
It was arson
No,
involved.
I thought about death. I thought about making.
Oh.
I shouldn't say this. This is bad. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, because if something happens, they come looking for my ass. But but
He's
I
gonna
wanted,
confess.
I wanted her to come up missing. I mean, and unfortunately, listen, I just became a reverend, so I'm trying to get rid of all of those evil tendencies. So don't hold that
Amen.
against me.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like she's a psycho. I don't know if she's talking about the Vegas chick or Lindsay,
Me?
but it's fun.
I mean, I don't give off that many psycho tendencies. Come on.
Or you got to remember, Bubba was Italian. Not was. He's Italian. So Uncle Vinny watched The Godfather a couple of times. Make a phone call on Uncle Vinny and make a certain ex-wife disappear. Like I said,
Maybe this
Not-
was your ex-wife in this
It-
story. I don't know.
I mean, like,
it wouldn't be surprised.
maybe.
Not the first one. Not the first one. It was
Okay.
The second one.
second one.
Second one was god awful.
Okay.
And if you're wondering who we have as a guest next week, it's Devon's second wife.
Shit. Table talk
said
is
shit.
table talk is over. Table talk. It was a good run, y'all.
Yeah.
2020
Man.
already starting off good.
It's all right. It's all good.
We
It'll be
do,
worth it.
we do actually have another member of the Nexus, former member of the Nexus, scheduled for next week. We'll keep it at that. Lindsey, Dvon, thank you guys for your time today.
Awesome.
Thank you.
It